Welcome to Design and Style Visibility Stories. Design and Style is a podcast for designers by designers with co-hosts Dixie Willard from Dixie Willard Design and Rachel Moriarty from Rachel Moriarty Interiors. The Design and Style Visibility Stories are brought to you today by the Design and Style Visibility Lab. The Visibility Lab is the only membership group that focuses on the latest strategies and tools to help you get more visible while showcasing your specific brilliance. We've got weekly online office hours with both of us, monthly topics, in-depth worksheets, and exclusive monthly trainings. Today, we have Natasa. Natasa?
Natasa.
I am just making sure I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
Natasa Jones. So tell us just a little bit about you, about your firm, and about all the ways that you're getting visible this year.
Sure. So I'm Natasa from Natasa Jones Interiors. I'm so happy to be here with you ladies. I graduated design school kind of a long time ago when the recession and the economy was so bad, and I didn't go into the design field right away because I was competing for jobs with architects that had 10 years of experience. So I had to kind of, like many of us in the field, I had to go the other direction. And I was doing event planning for a really long time. And the company that I worked for decided to redesign their bar. Actually, we built a rooftop bar, and I offered to help a little bit. And I sat in the design meetings with all the architects, and I picked the finishes, and I got that design itch going again. And I knew that it was time for me to kind of do things on my own and get back into my creative side and just kind of enter the design field. And what I was happy to find is that it's changed for the better since I've actually decided to do it. And I think we use this word a lot lately, is the community of the design world has changed so much. And it really became more of a sisterhood or a brotherhood where we share ideas. And that's kind of how I stumbled upon your ladies' group. I was listening. It's so funny. So I'm part of the female entrepreneur group here in Milwaukee. And one of my ladies in the group said she was listening to Luann's podcast and she thought I might benefit from it. And I was, of course, tuning in, and she was talking about Dixie Willard, who is doing her year of live.
I did the year of
live.
Yes.
Okay, so it was like that. I don't know, but she was talking about it, and I was like, who is that brave that could do a live video every day? So I started searching and I found the group. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're so happy you found us. You've been a great person to have in the community and engaging, and it's been fun having you.
I thank you. I really love this group in particular. And there's so many different options online, but what I loved about this group is it has a focus on visibility. And it's, you hold us accountable, whether that's through challenges or through just kind of calling us out every now and then, or highlighting people that are doing, like you highlighted me the first probably couple of weeks I was there.
I remember that now. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were killing it.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm so glad you reminded me.
I was inspired by somebody else in the group. They were doing the time-lapse video, and I was like, I think I could do that. It's not necessarily a Facebook Live. I don't have to talk. I'll try this. So I did the video and then posted it in the group for feedback. And Jason from the Design Network, he said, post it to Design Network and I'll feature it. And I'm like, what's Design Network? How do I sign up? What do I do? But I didn't know.
Isn't that crazy? And you know what? You just reminded me. I put a note. I forgot about those time-lapse videos. We got to do some of those.
How long does something like that take? Because I have no problem hopping on. I can't even talk now. So I'm so excited about this. Hopping on and doing a live video now. But the thought of doing a time-lapse video kind of is a little intimidating to me. Did it take long at all? Was it hard?
I took a couple of tries. That was my first time even attempting at anything like that. But I had already posted in the group that I'm going to try it. So I felt like if I don't do this, these ladies are going to call me out. So I better do it. So I just did maybe 3-4 tries. And I realized like you have to kind of do it slow, because when you do the actual time lapse, it does speed it up so much that it tends to be a bit of a shorter than you would want to post. So that was the only problem I kind of had, is just to figure out that timing. But it was fun. It was really fun. Yeah. So then Jason, like you said, Jason posted it on the Design Network. And then another thing came from that is I went probably a few weeks later to source some furniture from the Design Network. And I was one of the featured designers on there. And, to be one of 3 people featured on there was pretty amazing for me, and pretty huge step actually. So I of course had to share it on all of my social media, and got a lot of attention from that.
I think you've been featured more times than you've noticed.
Oh, really?
I've seen you more than a couple. Yeah, I've seen you more than a couple of times.
Thank you so much. It's an amazing tool that I didn't even know existed before I found out in the group. So, yeah.
That's huge. And that's something that gives you a lot of street cred, to be a featured designer at the Design Network. That's really awesome. So, you did the time-lapse video, you got on the Design Network. So you must have did you do our TDN challenge or our visibility challenge, or?
I think I was a little late for the TDN challenge. I think I joined right after. So a lot of the designers in the group knew what to do and how to do it. So a lot of people helped me, but I think I joined maybe literally like 3-4 days before the challenge ended or something like that. But I did do the visibility, the 5-day visibility challenge you had recently. And there's a couple of interesting things that came from that is posting pictures of myself. I always thought, let's post pictures of my work, but portraits tend to get me more visibility and more recognition, I guess.
Well, people want to respond to you. Like if there's a picture of you, it's much better for people to go like, oh my God, you look great. Or that room, you in a room is much better than a room.
Exactly.
We do need to show a room, but that's why people like, she's in our group, Susan Winterstein. When she does her after shots, she brings her dog, and there's always shots of the dog posed in the room because the engagement is huge.
Yeah.
People and pets, and that's why you always see a picture of me on install day fluffing pillows, putting a plant down. I mean, they're just they're almost like this. I'm like, I need a new pose, but it gets the most engagement, and that is really what social media is about. It's not about selling or pitching or whatever. We're sharing what we do in real life settings and starting a conversation, right? So that's amazing. I'm really glad to hear you say that, because not that many people will actually say that. And that was like the whole purpose of that day, having the self-portraiture day. I did the same thing, but it was when I started coming in front of, at first I kind of stood next to my work, but when I stood in front of my work is when everything changed.
Yeah.
So
I'm seeing a huge difference, and I'm starting to get likes and follows from people that I have no connections with, because usually first people are like your friends, your family, friends of friends, recommendations, and now I'm starting to get these local people that I have no personal connection with. So something I'm doing is working. I'm just going to continue getting my face and work out there, and we'll see.
Fabulous. I love that. So you do the posting, you did the time lapse. Have you done any video, like YouTube video or live streams or any of that? Have you implemented any of that?
A little bit. So an interesting point that Dixie had recently is, I have no problem talking to people. I have no problem going out on live events, introducing myself, crashing parties. But when it came to Facebook Live, I was very nervous to do it. And then Dixie mentioned something that, and you did too, that usually the extroverted people have a harder time doing Facebook Live.
Yes.
And it totally clicked to me. Like I needed to either bring someone as a partner in the conversation,
an interview style.
or
Yeah.
someone else's Facebook Live. So I did call in a few times on
Joseph's.
Design Talk. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen you. I was like, I know I've seen her. So that just shows you that when you do something, maybe once a month or something, set up some kind of like interview style talk that you're hosting.
I'll have to, yeah, because I definitely need someone else's energy to kind of bounce off.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. I mean, it took me a while to get used to it. I don't know, Dixie, you too, where it's just kind of like, especially if like you're going for a while and people haven't popped on, or you're like,
I was praying that people wouldn't hop on, but I will say, since you need the energy, if you have somebody that you know that can hop on as, you know, doing the comments and stuff, so that you have somebody you're interacting with, that feels a little bit better than just hoping that somebody will happen to catch you and you can talk that way. So sometimes that helps too. I'd like to say I know all of the tricks for extroverts, but being the exact opposite. Yeah.
There's a small group of us where we have a little Facebook group, and it's like, hey, I'm going live in 5. Can you come on and be like a ringer? Can you come on and like hit that like button? You know, just so that you're not sitting there on your own, especially if you're going live on your business page. That's where you really don't get a lot of engagement. You know, it's your personal page, you'll get more engagement, but your business page, it's really hard to have people on there.
Yeah.
So
but I will say, Facebook does reward the videos on your business page way more than it does any other posts. It gets super excited to see that you have video, which is weird that you get more engagement from a video than you would a different post, but less engagement than if you did it on your personal page, right?
Yeah, it's the whole Facebook world is a mystery.
Yep. And they're going to keep changing it. But the one thing that I think that they always have in common is just make it fun and engaging. So, and you can definitely do more of those little time-lapse videos. I would love to see more.
You were adorable in that. Yes. I know. I need to do one. I feel like I need to do one. I'm like, but you're right. I did one on this shelf, and it was like a blip. And I thought it was like being cute. I was like turning around and showing the books, but it was like a split second. So I like the tip of slowing down. Like I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
So I literally held so fast.
I held each decor piece in front of the camera for a good 5-6 seconds before I moved on. Because then when you do it fast, it gives it a little bit of time to see it.
You need to repost that in the group.
Okay.
Can you do that in the next couple of days?
Valentine's Day one or something.
Oh.
Okay,
we should do, yes, you know what we need to do? Come up with like a little thread of time-lapse videos we could do. That would be so fun. I'm super inspired. I forgot about that. I'm so happy we talked about that.
I inspired you? Thanks.
Yes, of course. Always. That's so awesome. So do you have any goals for 2018? You want to step into like something a little bigger or bolder, or what's happening for this year?
Yes. So another thing, I feel like I'm giving you all this credit, but really you did help me with a lot of stuff. But I've never been to a furniture show, a design show of any sort. And when I had the first video with Jason, he was talking about the design, or help me out here, High Point Market. Because you guys have all just came back from it. So I started doing research, and obviously I was too late for that one. The Vegas one I couldn't make work, so I'm going to do the one in April and hopefully meet you guys.
Oh, we'll be there.
Absolutely, we'll be there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get another local designer who I've befriended to go with me, just to kind of be my wing woman. But even if that doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go, and like I said, I have no problem in person meeting people and crashing parties, but it would be kind of nice to have
you can even post in the group, because like that's what Liza Jones did. Or I think she might have just reached out to me and was like, hey, you going to High Point? I need a roommate. So if there's somebody that you've met online that maybe you might want to think about rooming with, maybe reach out to them. And, it doesn't even have to be somebody local, because you could just fly and get there by yourself, right?
Yeah.
But you want somebody to room with and somebody to get from the hotel into, High Point. And there's so many parties. You're going to be able to hang out with anybody.
Yeah,
It's going to be
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm already reserved the tickets. I just have to kind of find out, and I was hoping you'll post something in the group about when's the best to go. Do I go all 4 days, is it, or less? So it's just kind of figuring out those details.
Yeah, I think that's a personality thing, in that you're an extrovert. You could probably do the 4 days. Introverts, 2 days.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have little ones at home, so I might have to kind of shorten it to 3 or something. But
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go. We have the merchandise mart here close to me. It's in Chicago, but that's really the only place I've gone. So I'm beyond excited to create relationships with vendors, meet other designers, and just be inspired.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to meet you in person.
We're going to have a meetup too. We're working on stuff. We already have, I think, the Saturday morning we might be at Chandra. We'll put official things out, but yeah, you're definitely going to be able to meet us. And what's fun is we'll just all, figure out what's happening, and we'll post all the different things where you can meet up with people. So it'll be super fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of comb through my clientele and kind of find my person, because at the beginning I wanted to just make sure that I can cater to everybody and design a lot of stuff, but I'm realizing slowly that it is okay to have a style and to target that customer. So
I'm curious, are you a blogger as well?
after I did the time-lapse video, because I took some nice pictures of my fall decor, I just did a one blog post. So I should probably focus on that as well.
Yep. Make that a goal for 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, at least once a month. Least once a month. You can go back and go deeper into some of your projects. Like, you have your stuff on your portfolio. You know how you take your beginning shots and then you take all your progress shots. That is the perfect place to talk about, go deeper into a project. That might be a good idea just for content.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, it's been so fun getting to talk to you.
Yes, it has. You guys are awesome. I'm really happy that I was able to do this.